Now we had Shanji Ribeiro commentating the last match, and we've switched him out for another world champion joining us now, Rafael Lovato Jr. Rafael, welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Me and Shanji just rotating.
Now, I asked Shanji this earlier, his thoughts. Obviously, you've had so much experience competing in the IBJJF World Championships, probably over 20 years at this point, and I would love to hear your thoughts about the weekend so far and about this arrival of the new generation of black belts we're seeing here at the 2021 Worlds.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. So many new, so much new talent, and they're coming hungry, coming strong, bringing a lot of fire, a lot of entertaining matches, and it's awesome to see. It's awesome to see still some of the guys in their 30s here challenging themselves, some in the early 30s, some in the high 30s, but still here doing their thing and making the young guys work. And even taking out some of them.
And then we have, well, Kaynan Duarte, a fixture of the black belt scene now for a couple of years, even though he is still very much in the early stages of his career, but so accomplished, but returning to try and capture the gold medal here in the heavyweight division. Let's not forget that Kaynan made it through and won the finals in the 2019 World Championships. However, the gold medal was taken away as the result of a doping violation, a one-year suspension and loss of results after that. But now he's back here, and he's going to make a statement, I feel, because you know what? To win the title, having it taken away from you, you want to make sure that your name is in the history books, right? You want to make sure that people recognize you as a true world champion. And, well, that starts here with this beautiful sweep against Helton Jr.
Yes, I actually had a match with Helton last year. He loves the lapel stuff. He's already got it out. I think it was a good strategy by Kaynan to pull and get ahead first before he could possibly get tied up in something by Helton.
Because once you get tied up in that lapel, it's so difficult to get out, right?
Yeah, and I competed against him in a fight to win matchup, so I wasn't as concerned about points. It's a little easier just to give the sweep and change the position. Here, you definitely do not want to fall behind. So I liked that Kaynan pulled first. Now he's ahead, and now he can assess this lapel situation, knowing that he's ahead. And worst case scenario, he's got the 2 points.
Because if you look at the position of where he stood, the grips that he has, and the kind of the angle that he's cut relative to his opponent's hips, I mean, most of the time, he'd be like 90% of the way to completing a guard pass here. But the lapel, man, you might as well be in square one, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I like what he's doing here. Just get heavy on those legs, wear him out, make it hard for him to develop the position. That's exactly what he's doing, getting the head-to-head. I love talking about that head-to-head connection. And I think it's just a matter of time before Helton's going to have to let go, and he is going to get the pass out of this.
Smashing that knee, that top knee, trying to close the knees and put them together, dropping his weight down into his opponent. Kaynan Duarte, they say he is one of the absolute strongest monsters you can hope to face, or hope not to face, but he's one of the strongest guys that you're likely to encounter in Jiu-Jitsu.
Definitely looks that way, and I love his base. He's always adjusting, staying on his toes, perfect weight distribution. He looks very strong on top, never really in bad position. And he just needs to be patient here, stay tight.
I wonder, Rafael, what is your interpretation of the rules here? How far does he need to go around?
Oh, for me, this is a pass. For me, this is a pass. As far as the interpretation of the rules, I can get confused. Sometimes it's not always clear. Well, here they go. They give it to him. They give it to him. Especially once it starts to be like 20, 30 seconds or more, you're not in danger. You've obviously passed that guard. I think this is just going to go from bad to worse for Helton. He's going to have to get a little more desperate, try something, and maybe expose a possible back take, or if he turtles, you got to watch out for Kaynan's guillotine.
Kaynan had 4 matches yesterday through the weight in the absolute division. He only lost 1 to Nicholas Marigali in the semi-final of the absolute. He submitted all of his other opponents yesterday, and that's how dangerous Kaynan is. To be honest, he kind of made it look easy, and that's no disrespect to Kaynan's opponents. Kaynan has this way, this style, that he rarely gets out of first gear, and yet he manages to make everything work.
Yeah.
It's like he's very good at setting the pace of the match, right?
Yeah, always in good position. Doesn't really make big mistakes at all. You know, usually always ahead as well. Never really seen him fall behind on the score.
Yeah, very intelligent competitor, and
for his age too. I mean, he's still super young to be that composed, that efficient. It's very impressive.
Yeah, he rose through the ranks. You know, he came on our radar as a purple belt, and we followed him through purple and brown. He basically just blew through those ranks as quick as possible and arrived fully formed at black belt, because a lot of the time we'll have competitors, they'll get promoted to black belts, and sometimes it takes a couple of years for them to find their feet in the divisions, right? Kaynan arrived, and he was immediately a threat, a world-class guy, a world championship contender.
Yeah, back in my days, it was definitely pretty rare to see someone win in their first year as a black belt. It usually took 2 or 3 years to get the experience and kind of, you know, level up through that experience, you know, making the mistakes against all those seasoned competitors. But now, with all these events, these professional events, and the opportunities for purple belts, you know, even blue belts to compete against black belts, they come in so experienced already.
Nice back take
here
there
it goes.
from Kaynan.
Yeah.
Gone straight to the body triangle, though. Not so worried about the points at this stage. More about securing the position. He will need to unlock the triangle and put both the hooks in to score the 4 points. But if he feels that the submission is there, then he may just bypass that.
I think he's going to get it.
Double collar grips.
Those grips are in.
Starts to cut the angle. Submission incoming. There it is.
Very nice.
And Kaynan Duarte, 5 matches this weekend, 4 submissions.
Super clean.
Looking very impressive indeed. And now he will move through to take on Gabriel Enrique Oliveira of Alliance in the heavyweight semi-final. I mean, that was pretty textbook, wasn't it, Rafael? You look at that from start to finish. Then
sweet pass finish. Love it.
Kaynan, so smooth, so effective with his jiu-jitsu. 1 step closer to the gold medal. Now, of course, you know, we're a little bit out of the way. The bracket on the other side is still kind of taking shape, but any thoughts? I'm not sure if you're a betting man, Rafael, but you feel that Kaynan could be a good shot for the favorite to take the title?
100%. Yeah.
Here's a look at some of the best moments. There was the sweep, coming straight up using that hand leg, and then the back take.
Yeah, nice roll. Stay with the chest to back connection. Beautiful stuff. That's the timeless process right there. Sweep, right into good position, catch the pass, and then when they get desperate, capitalize, finish. It's perfect.
We love to see it. Would you like to stay on for one more, Rafael?
Sure,
We've got a great
sure.
one coming up right here.